and racing in Araxa. And it's Christopher Blevins in the red jersey of Specialized Factory Racing who leads them away off the line. Everybody off the line cleanly compared to last week, Ollie.
Good start by Lucas Schwarzbauer and Thomas Lichter as well on that inside. Yeah, Schwarzbauer having a great short track. We see him there on the Canyon bike, the German champ.
There's Blevins side by side. I'm just wondering as well, Luca Martin last in this group of riders, but in the other races today we have seen younger riders make their presence felt at the front.
4 Specialized, front 5.
It's not bad.
Hang on tight.
Hang on tight. The other rider in the mix is Lucas Schwarzbauer from the Canyon Collective. Then it's Nino Schurter.
Adrian Boischi has moved up to second place at the moment. Number 70 on his back, had to come back from a lower position on the start.
And look at all the red at the front of the leaderboard of the fastest laps of lap 1s. All 3 Specialized riders in front, clocking 8:06s.
1, 2, 3, 4 now. There's Schwarzbauer coming in 5th place, doing a cracking ride so far.
No, Blevins keeps the wheels on the deck. Koretsky does it instead.
But this is a section where you can just get some recovery. You can carry some speed off that Redbull descent into this section here, and you can just float a little bit, even if it's just 5-10 seconds, where you're just not putting pressure through the upper or the lower body and just chill a bit.
You need to be careful though, because you have those like flat, long corners. So if you relax too much and you hit those flat corners too relaxed, or you know, like losing concentration.
And these guys have got to drive it.
It's time to go.
Time to go. 100%. They have to commit.
They've got Avendetto in the mix. Vidari, the last member of the team, is just behind him. Are we going to see them hit the tarmac and explode and try and distance the rest of the field just as they did at round 1?
I think Avendetto, when he looks behind him, looks like maybe they've got back on.
So maybe, just maybe. No, they're sitting up, taking a gel and some water, and the group has got back on. So
I think they missed such an opportunity then. I think they're maybe not aware of the damage, but Blevins stretched his back.
Blevins into the red zone. Still 178, he hasn't been out of it yet, but look at Koretsky at 147 in zone 3. In the yellow, still Koretsky, so plenty more in the tank. They've all got back on now. Is Ollie right, Henrik? Do you think that was a mistake? Do you think that was the opportunity?
There was a huge mistake from my point of view.
Vidari, though, rolls through to lead them on the last lap.
Easy for us to look at from a commentary booth, but...
And if you're Avendetto and you're seeing those 2 young riders have that much fun over the jumps, look at Moyer just about bringing that whip back and no more. Do you know what? A lot of people would think it's a grimace, but I think that is a smile on the face of Martin Vidari. I think he's enjoying this out front with Boischi.
But it's exactly the same situation of last time, that Colombo just not as happy on the descents as these guys. He just lets the wheel go a little bit. Be interesting if Boischi's going to drive it this time, or is he going to have a little rest?
So this is where we saw Christopher Blevins stretch his back out last time.
Some sort of like zombie state.
Fixed. Luke Moyer as well in 7th, still huge ride from him. 5 seconds off the lead of this race, deep into things on lap 6 out of 10.
Yeah, and he's one of those riders as well. We see some riders that are still in the mix, like Saru, but they're yo-yoing the whole time. You know, keep going backwards and forwards, and they're relying on that start-finish bunching up. Whereas Luke Moyer's sat in that group and not having to rely on that. He's in a great place, which means he gets that little bit extra recovery at the bottom.
And he had a bad lap 1.
These guys need to ride. Keep pushing on.
Boischi, though. Boischi's got the email late in the day, needs to get across there. But is he going to bring the rest of the herd with him?
Just like a road race, you can't take the other guys with you. I mean, it's nuts. We're seeing road tactics in an XC race.
It's different, but at times just a stimulus for people to respond.
But I think, Boischi, unfortunately, he's missed the boat. You can't drag that whole group back. You know, if he makes an attack, like he did the right thing, he went long. But once you see you've dragged him, he's got to stop riding now.
It's early days, I know, but are we going to see Avendetto do what Paulus did to Visma the other day? Here they are, though. Information at the front. Blevins, Vidari, Koretsky. This attack could come on this climb, you know, the distance Avendetto.
But if Adrian Boischi wants to get across, he needs to do it on the climb and not take the other riders with him. He doesn't want to pull those guys back to the front. They're in a good situation at the moment.
I would love to hear if there's any specialised team staff roaring across to Boischi.
I think I heard Mike Postamis' roar from here.
Yeah. Is this tactically what they need to be doing, Henrik?
No, not really. Not from Boischi.
I was trying to be sympathetic about it, but the both of you just looked at me and went, no.
3 riders in the front 4, good gap. You know, it's like,
let them go.
Just got to let them go. And maybe, you know, leave it a little bit, let the gap cement, and then if you've got the legs, you jump across on your own.
I wouldn't be surprised they throw the jersey out to him through the last tech feed zone. Grabs
Still
a
pressing
ball.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Puttner again, not going into the tech feed zone, pressing on, getting the... There it is, Puttner's gone off the front of this.
What a move.
Fabio Puttner,
Attacks through the feed.
like he's been shot off the deck of an aircraft carrier, disappearing up the road now, takes them all by surprise. Henrik Avancini up out of his chair with that move, the audacity of the man.
Go on, lad.
4-second gap.
Fabio Puttner didn't come here to take part, he came here to take over, and he's making a good fist of it on lap at 9 out of 10, and someone's going to have to go after him.
Making Luke Moyer chase. But Puntner as well, he obviously attacked through the feed when everyone had a lull to have a gel, he went for it.
All of a sudden 8 seconds covering the top 5 now. This is stretching, you know.
But Blevins going over the top of Puntner on that attack.
Yeah, and he won't thank him for the effort as he goes past him.
But it'd be great.
Oh, Henrik Avancini, thank you so much for your time and your insight. It's been a pleasure.
I need to recover from a heart attack.
Henrik Avancini leaves the commentary booth as we see Avendetto pull across the front of Puntner. Saru still not done yet on the back of this group.
But it looks like there's, you know, the team tactics in the special team where they've, you know, whether you just let Vidari, just let him get the gap, whether they just go in like it's every man for himself.
Galinski in 15th, fastest Brazilian out there at the minute. Tell you the top 10.
He's going again.
He's going again. He's going again. Puntner's going again. Is he going to rock it back to the front of this one? Fabio Puttner is. Fabio Puttner refuses to give up and let Specialized Factory Race and have this all their own way. And they're going to have to chase him again on the last lap. For the first time in his career, Fabio Puttner leads a UCI cross-country Olympic World Cup race. The Brazilian fans are loving the underdog story. I'm telling you what, Fabio Puttner is never buying a coffee on the coffee ride ever again after this performance today.
But he's going to start the last climb of the race with 5 seconds.
Listen to this, the noise he's going to get up this climb when he rounds the corner, and the fans see that it's a privateer in front of this one. Koretsky, we said he might be down and out. Fastest lap of lap 9, and the pack are chasing down Fabio Puttner here, who stays seated. The rest of them are out in the saddle to bring him back in.
And it's Adrian Boischi, who looked like he was swinging a little bit. Swinging. This is how fatigued I am.
We could do with swimming, actually. Cooled down a bit. Yeah, it was beautiful, but it's not lasted long. Puttner gets shuffled back in the pack now, and it's Blevins, and it's Vidari, and it's Boischi, and it's Koretsky at the front of this now.
Specialised 1, 2, 3, 4.
Boischi, though, still poker-faced. The grimace. He's got Christopher Blevins to deal with. Blevins in second spot. It's about a bike and a half now as they head down towards the lake for the last time.
Avendetto 6 seconds behind. Be chasing hard, but it's Boischi, Blevins, Vidari.
Luke Moyer's still up in 5th place, the privateer. But here they go, Specialised, going bar to bar around the lake for the last time on the last lap of round 2 of the UCI World Cup. Christopher Blevins has closed that lap down to Adrian Boischi now. Vidari, if it is a slow puncture, he's bringing it back together. It looks like the bike's moving up and down on the back axle slightly too much, but Boischi, is he letting a bit of air into those lungs before the final sprint, or has Chris Blevins got this one covered off? Is Chris Blevins about to win the double? Is he about to do the short track and the cross-country Olympic? You can't take your eyes off this one. You cannot take your eyes off Adrien Boissy versus Chris Blevins as they head towards the line here in Araxa. It's gonna be Chris Blevins doing the double at round 2. Behind him, Martin Vidari gets second place. Adrien Boissy can't believe it. Mugged with a quarter to go by his teammate. Specialised 1, 2, 3, just as they were last weekend. It's just different riders. Avondale across the line in 4th. Behind him, Luke Moyer, the South African, checks out in 5th place. Koretsky recovered the 6th, then Jordan Saru. Ollie, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch the replay. It was just all a blur. I love that kind of racing when, you know, everything's happening all at once and you have to just stay locked in. Once again, I mean, the team aspect, Adrien Boissy, when he passed me on that climb, I've never met a kid with more exuberance than him. You know, he's just brilliant. So I had to dig super deep to stay with him. Martin had a hell of a ride as well. So once again, it's just yeah, it's just a cool feeling doing it with the team. I don't know what else to say.
Here's the results then after a hectic 10 laps of Araxa. Christopher Blevins takes the win ahead of Vidari, Boissy, Avondetto, Moyer. Unbelievable ride from him. Koretsky, Saru, Puntner, Kalel, Stapp, Schwarzbar. Top 10 covered by 48 seconds. Specialized locking out the podium once again. Then it was Luca Braido, Galinski up in 12th, still celebrating down here with absolutely everyone. Brandel, Amos, Zanotti, Carstensen, List, Luca Martin, top 20 for him. Simon Andreasen outside the top 20 in 22nd. Filippo Colombo, not his day, in 23rd. Alex Malacarni in 30th. For Brazil, Lars Forster, again, not his day, 34th. We'll be hoping for a lot more than that. Cole Punchard, another debutant, in 36th. Specialised factory racing, do it again.